Welcome to the Huckleberry Hideaway Homestead.
Howdy. Last few days been doing some framing, wrapping up the downstairs of the garage, trying to get that framed. As of today, have one left.
One section left.
One section left. But check it out. And the reason that you're seeing us floating is it's hot and
it's 100 degrees right now.
we were hot framing and getting stuff done, so I decided to take, after getting another wall section done, which check it out, decided to come float and enjoy the views. Maybe you can see some of them off that way as we come around the corner here. And just enjoying the day, the rest of the day here.
Got a couple hours left.
Couple hours of the day left. There's the view right there. Check it out. Still a little bit of snow up there, not for long. And don't forget to
like and subscribe. And we also, our homestead just got a Instagram page. So we are on Instagram at Huckleberry Hideaway Homestead. So if you search that, give us a follow on Instagram.
check it out. Good evening. Just doing some wall framing tonight. This little wall here I'll show you above the door. Just building a little mini frame for that. I got this final back wall cut and sort of laid out. Haven't quite got to tacking it together because I want to double check measurements for the window, but I figured I'd see if I can knock out this little window, or this little wall. So that's what I'm doing. That fit pretty good, I think. Now, in here, I'm gonna come in, I think with a 2x4, and on this, and like that. They rip one in half so I don't have a gap kind of thing back there. Just put it right on top of this 2x4 and then kind of go from there. Don't want to really rip this door out, which is why I did what I did up there. But I do want to kind of get a frame built decent in here as well. Probably will take a piece of 2x4 in here and run that on top of the door. I cut this and run a piece all the way across so that way I have some frame around it, button up on what I had there. So hopefully you can see all that. Came up pretty good. It's fairly flush, all things considered. And I'll show you. This is the other thing I kind of completed today. Got the jacks and the kings studs cut, pieces for my header, pieces for that sill plate. Also cut the rest of the studs for this wall, top plate. After this corner wall over here, which is this one that I just showed you, I got 1, 2, and the last little piece of that short wall left to do. And both of these have windows, so they're going to be a similar frame setup as this. Actually almost the same because the windows are all the same. So I'm hoping to, I don't think I'm going to get to this tonight, but hopefully this week, before the weekend, I will have all the walls done, and that will be awesome. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Out trying to get this wall. Got all the pieces cut and assembled pretty much yesterday, so I want to try to get this wall up this evening here. Started a couple screws already. As I've moved along, I've kind of moved to doing one screw on a stud, because I've noticed that these treated boards for the bottom plate are a little bit warped. I'm guessing either just quality of the lumber or the treating process. So it's helping to screw it, because one screw in each stud, because it sucks it down a little bit better, and then I can nail it, and it's a little bit more flush. So kind of picked that up as I've been going, but anywho, get this thing going.
Alright, I'm going to show you guys the smoky skies we've been having. I'm going to take you up. Our grill's running. Making some chicken legs for dinner. I'll take you up here so you can get a better look. Oh, maybe this might not be as good. This direction, you can really kind of see the pink in the sky. That's from the smoke. Last night, around 2 a.m., we woke up because we could smell it. And actually, it really started settling in a week ago. Yeah, last Friday it started settling in. And 3 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it smells like smoke. Is there fire outside, where we are? Because we had cooked outside that night. We cooked on the grill, and I was like, did we somehow start a fire? And so I kind of freaked out at first, and then we kind of got out and walked around. We're like, nope, that's just the smoke settling in from other area fires. So it's been here ever since. We've had a few, maybe a day or two, where it cleared out for a few hours, but it's been like this pretty much since last Friday. Coming down our road, down towards town, you can usually see a really big mountain range. You can't even see that. You haven't been able to see it since that smoke started settling in. So it's been pretty bad here. It's unfortunate that that's a problem, but one positive, I guess, is it does make for very pretty sunsets, I will say, because the sky and the sun are just have this pink hue to them. It's really pretty. Anyway, we'll get back to what Jordan's up to. Side note, I cannot wait till this stuff gets put away. It'll stop looking like that garage sale that you just drive straight past, because it doesn't look like it has anything.
tell about the mice?
Oh, so Jordan just asked if I had told you guys about the mice. So we have been having a mouse problem in the camper that we're living in. It has been so frustrating. Again, it started last week around the same time that the smoke came in. And Jordan was, at that time, he was still working overnight, so I was by myself, like, sleeping, and I just heard, like, this scratching. And if you've ever had a mouse in your house and you hear them in the middle of the night, they sound like they're, like, 3-pound, like, creature crawling around and shuffling around on your floor. So I was like, what is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sure it's a mouse, because we've had mice in our house before, and you just know that it's them. So we've been setting out traps all week, and we have caught five mice, and we know there's one more because the darn things keep licking up the peanut butter off the traps we're setting. I mean, we're still catching them, but sometimes it takes like 1 or 2 tries, because they are... They're pretty sneaky and can lick that peanut butter off. So yeah, it's been frustrating and also gross, and some sleepless nights, because I don't know about you, but that really grosses me out. And maybe I'll tell you sometime, but I have a pretty crazy mouse story that makes me hate them and makes me afraid that I'm gonna wake up to one in my bed. So maybe I'll share that some other time. This is the guy who is my hero for throwing the mice away after they've been caught.
Mice, field mice. Just trying to eke out a living.
Well, we'll keep you posted on what Jordan's doing here. Ready to put her up.
Where's that mouth?
That means there's only the rest of this wall over here, and there's only 2 sections left.
Whew! Hope we get that knocked out in the next couple days.
Let me show you guys where my laundry room windows will be. So, there's Jordan. Right there. That will be the view that I look at over my dryer. And then right here, we don't have the bottom sill in yet. It will go in. And that will be above the toilet. We are going to put a toilet down here to have a second one, because, you know, it's kind of nice to have 2 toilets when you have guests. So the reason why he's going to be toenailing in the end pieces of this wall is because, repeating theme here, these beams are not square. So like when we were putting this one up, we ended up having to like take out the end one and like actually trim a little bit of the top plate to fit, because it wasn't square. So that's why on this wall, he's going to be toenailing that in after the fact.
Yep. Every wall is a custom fit.
And you guys, like, this is like, Jordan, you've never put up walls before, have you?
Not to this level.
Yeah, so he hasn't to this level. I told him, I was joking over dinner, I'm like, now you can tell people that you've done custom wall work before.
Right?
Good job, babe.
Nail the sucker up and be done.
So I mentioned that those windows were going to be the windows in our laundry room / like extra bathroom. And I realized we probably haven't even told you guys yet what our plan is for down here. It's pretty simple. The majority of this space is still going to be garage space. But from about this post, from that post out, and then probably that 1, 2, 3, 4th beam over there is going to be the walls for a laundry room and second bathroom. It's not going to be a full bathroom. We'll have a sink and a toilet. We are going to put hookups for a shower just in case down the road we want to add it. But that's going to be where a lot of our utility, like our water pressure tank, our water heater is going to be. So yeah, so maybe down the road we'll add a shower. And then like along the wall that is running this way, I'm going to put shelves and like hanging space to hang dry stuff. So just thought I'd fill you in on that. We're coming to just about an end here. I don't know how well you can see Jordan because of it's getting dark. The storm's blowing in. Today there's been like 2 storms that kind of have passed through really quickly, dumped a little bit of rain, but yeah. Are you glad to be almost done with the squash?
Yeah. This one was kind of a pain.
He said yes, this one has been kind of a pain. I kind of made him put like the windows in different spots on those little sections, where on these 2 sections that we have left, right here and right there, the windows will be in the same spot on both sections, so it'll be a little bit easier for him to construct. Just got that middle piece left?
Yep.
Do it! Oh no.
I kind of screwed that.
Oh, what happened?
I just got pushed back while I was nailing it.
So that got pushed back while he was nailing it.
Ugh. Slow down sometimes.
He says slow down.
Now,
That's what this whole thing is, though, you guys. It's a learning process. Some of the things that we haven't filmed, and I think we filmed a couple of times, but there have been many more times where we've done something and had to redo it over again just because we made a mistake. So that's part of this experience, is learning, and we don't let it get us down. We just learn from it. You kind of have to, otherwise, I don't know, that'd be hard, wouldn't it? Don't you think, Jordan? If you let it get you down all the time, you wouldn't get very far. So we just take it as a learning experience and keep moving.
Yep.
Such is life. And I'm proud of this one. He's sure is resilient. You know, sometimes if something doesn't work out perfectly the first time, I probably will get a little bit frustrated, like, oh, this stupid thing, or get upset, and he's just like, alright, have to redo it, and he does it with pretty even temperament, good attitude. Good example, this one right here. He's a good apple. Every time I give him a compliment, he gives me that chipmunk smile. I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder out there. Yay! He's got it fixed. Are you gonna have to put like a little shim in there?
Yeah, can you grab, there's like a...
I'm grabbing a shim.
Grab the like fatter like shrimp piece that I had.
Fatter. Does this look fatter to you guys?
Does like a.
This one?
It's not a shim, it's more of a.
This?
Yeah.
This is the fat piece.
Look. Maybe. It's
Too fat? Going back to the shim pile. I think you're gonna have to go with 2 of these stacks. Give that a try. Is that still too fat?
First stud I had to shim. That's kind of irritating.
He said it's the first stud he's had to shim. It's a little irritating.
Just a little cripple stud, non-load bearing wall, so it's not a big deal.
Ooh, there's some lightning. Wow, did you guys hear that? Here, I'll take a peek. What do you need? Okay. The wind's starting to blow in. So while Jordan's doing that, I'll tell you guys, last night we had to go and we did laundry at the laundromat, and we're cheap, so we were like, we'll just hang dry our clothes on a clothesline. We have tons of trees to do a clothesline, so we're like, yeah, let's do that. Of course, an hour after I had all our clothes on, guess what decided to show up? A little bit of rain and wind, and we don't have our clothespins unpacked yet. We're still somewhere. So last night, every time I heard a big gust of wind, I just like cringe. I was like, oh no, there goes some socks. Luckily this morning though, when I woke up and went out there, I was like, oh my gosh, all our clothes are gonna be off the line. Surprisingly, they weren't. I was really surprised. There's probably like 4 socks on the ground, so it's kind of nice. But we figured, we're like, yeah, just our luck. We hang up our wet laundry, and that's the one time that rain comes in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's it.
You got it all finished?
That's it.
Nice job. Looks pretty.
So they do those concrete anchors on all the walls that I've done so far. That'll be a easier job another day.
Okay. And we are gonna be, because this isn't gonna be like our actual siding on the outside, we'll end up like just, do you think sawzawing the windows
I'll
out?
just jigsaw it out.
Or jigsaw the windows?
I need to patch the ones that we have pulled so far.
Yeah. And then yeah, obviously we're gonna be like patching that and this, because where you see these open spots, that's where the old windows used to be. We are not reusing those windows because they were in all the wrong way, and they just weren't great.
They weren't framed in either.
Yeah, they weren't framed in. The windows that we are putting in to these spots and then eventually on those are actually windows that we got for free. Woohoo! My bosses found them just, I think, in a dump yard. They're like perfectly good windows. Like, here, I'll see if I can pull one out. It's kind of dark over here, I'm sure. I'll pull it out into the light. But look, they still have like the plastic on them. And everything.
Dual pane.
Yeah, dual pane. They don't open up, but we figured, you know, just kind of for this utility laundry room type thing. Oh. Just for this utility laundry, we don't really need it to open up. So we figured, hey, they're free. Free 50.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we are back framing.
Yep, on the second to last wall section here. I think I showed you the pieces I cut the other day. Different video. Just assembled them today. I didn't grab that on video, but it's kind of more of the same. Of the other walls, more custom fit. Build another window under this wall, so we will raise her up, see how she fits. This side of the building, just like that side, is kind of a little bit tougher because we have to raise the walls up, and there's joists that are kind of in the way. So it's kind of a different framing technique. Have to kind of toenail the top plate in to kind of jam it in there good. So yeah, we'll raise it up, see kind of how it fits, and then go from there.
Do you want to explain your scarf?
Oh, this is just one of those like cold things. It's like 100 degrees today.
Yeah, it's super hot here. It's been really hot the last few days.
And it's going to be hot over 100 the next 2 days after today. So kind of helps keep me a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
Plus it's super stylish.
You got a different shirt on today.
Different shirt, yeah. Not one of my CHS shirts.
He's got like, so that blue CHS shirt that you guys see him wearing a lot in these videos, he's got like 10 of them. So it's not the same one he wears every day.
Come this way.
Oh man, my lens.
Go back your way now. Oh, gotta go your way.
I'm going my way.
Okay.
Why is this one?
Now, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not all the way. It's not bad. Alrighty, you guys, so Jordan got the rest of this up. I've been like trying to like do some video editing for you guys during this. And so I've been kind of popping in and out. And while I was finishing doing that, he got this up and put that, what'd you call that, brace plate?
Yeah, it's just because those beams are, cross beams aren't centered. One of them's kind of stood off. There used to be like a scab piece right there, but I tacked on a full length 2x6, so it should be stronger.
Yep, and then he got this actually tacked in. Same with that cripple up there. And
yeah, that's what to do. I don't know about today, but in the next couple days, I'm going to go obviously finish that wall.
Yep, that's our last one. Yay!
And this little one here, I put up this little cross piece here. I just ripped a 2x4, and I'm going to rip another 2x4 right here and for right here, just for drywall or whatever purposes. If we want to put up drywall or something at some point. So and then this one's pretty much is done, I think. So other than that, just this wall left, and then a couple little small pieces. So not too bad. I'm also going to do at some point. The thing I need to do is obviously that's not big enough, but I'm going to run some blocking kind of in the middle of all these walls, since they're like pretty tall walls, just to get some more cross support. So to cut up some pieces for that,
which will help with like when it's really windy. And
yeah, it won't hurt anything, and just as you can see here, it'll just give some more structure to the walls. They're not load bearing, really. I mean, we probably took a little bit of the load off by jamming the walls in as tight as we could when we built them, but they're not technically load bearing walls because everything's on these beams, but just for the sake of hanging drywall and running stuff, and just a little bit more support on these walls if we're hanging like heavy stuff, tools, kayaks, I don't know, whatever, it'll be stronger. So that's another thing I kind of want to need to do before, obviously the plumbing, electrical, and all that. So, but that won't be too bad of a deal, really. Just cut and piece, nail in the bin, cut and piece, nail in the nail. There'll be quite a few to do, but shouldn't be too bad of a deal. So, yeah.
So since it's so darn hot today, and we got a couple hours of the day left, and we got what we wanted to get done today done, we are going to head to the river and go floating. I'm like so excited to do that because it's darn hot, and that's like one of the only ways to cool off around here because we don't have air conditioning. So yeah, maybe we'll film a little bit on the river, so we'll see you on the river. Hello again. We said we'd see you here on the river, so here we are, cooling off,
Enjoying the day.
Yep. As we kind of told you guys in our introduction of our video, we're just hanging out. Jordan's still he's got sawdust in his sideburns. Hey, new look, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Huckleberry Hideaway Homestead.
Thanks.